My god, 3 hours delay on this patch notes. Okay, so one of the first to view this thing. Here we go, boys. So Japan server, it's launching. You know, if you want to play on it, you need a VPN. You know, I'm not going to be playing on it, but celebration gift, and this will be distributed to every server. Very cool. 1,000 Skystones. Hey, who doesn't need 1,000 Skystones, right? Okay, so new hero, Melissa is here. You know, I saw the leaks and all of that. I didn't cover it, but here she is. You know, so let's check this out real quick. Still a bit sick. Sorry about that. You know, it's almost done. This cold. Memory imprint got effectiveness there. Fire Mage Leo. And yeah, I know a lot of players will be pulling for, you know, a waifu aspect there. So by all means, go right ahead. I feel like she could be like quite strong. Like I was thinking like, because I have ML Ken on my third account, and you know, the way her skill 3 works is that you apply it, and let me just bring that up. You know, might is skill 1. So they're unhealable when the debuff lands. Damn! We saw her animation. It's just crazy. It's crazy cool. So if she crits, she gets an extra turn. And the target that is cursed, anyone that you attack on their team, that cursed target will receive 40% of the damage that anyone else is taking. It has to be a single target attack. You can't just do some AoE and like the one that you curse is gonna get like blown to pieces, right? So that's the way it works. From what I understand, skill 2 gives her immortality. I will cover, you know, all her skills in a second here. So there she is again. Skill introduction. So we're gonna have a dual banner. We have limited Luna plus, of course, now Melissa with her artifact. We'll go over that in a few minutes as well. So here, skill 1 might, 60% chance to make them unhealable for 1 turn, and damage increases proportional to the caster's lost HP. We'll have to wait for multipliers on that, but you know, it could be an increase of 15 to maybe 30% increase depending on how low, you know, her HP is at, because it's a skill 1. You have to remember that. Soul Burn does increase the damage, so I'll cover multipliers later on. Attacks by unleashing their inner rage, granting immortality to the caster for 1 turn. That is, immortality is always, you know, very powerful. You just don't take any damage when you do have this this buff. Wait, immortality. I'm confused now. And vulnerability. Is it immortality that you take 0 damage, or is that the one that you just like drop down to like 1 HP and you can't die? So yeah, immortality, you know, is she drops to 1 HP and she can't die. Same as Karin, you know, that's just the way it works. Music was not playing. As soon as I opened the video, you know, for her, it stopped my music player. So Blood Bloom attacks by releasing their pent-up aggression, cursing the enemy for 2 turns. This skill is unaffected by elemental disadvantage. Elite and boss monsters cannot be cursed. So, of course, there's like some scenarios where it would be very powerful against elite and bosses. So it just doesn't work there. But for PvP, especially like real-time arena, I can see her as being like very powerful there. And was I reading the one that's like before Awakening? Yeah, critical hit grants her an extra turn. Okay, I think the music was a bit too loud. Brought that down for you guys. So yeah, you're gonna have to build her with 100% crit, you know, if you want to get that extra turn. New artifact, Bloody Rose, and it's gonna give her, well, any mage between 45% to 60% effectiveness. That depends on like how many you have, how many limit break you've done. But at plus 15, it's gonna be 45% effectiveness, which is pretty solid. I mean, when you do need to land debuffs, yeah, you gotta stack that effectiveness. So yeah, Melissa and Bloody Rose drop rate up. She is definitely not a limited hero. And yeah, unfortunately, if you used everything on Luna, maybe you luck out and you're able to pull her, but it's not recommended to pull for a hero if you can't go all the way to the, you know, the guarantee summon. But if you feel lucky, by all means, go right ahead. But yeah, it's definitely going to be hard if you just had like 121 pulls and you pitied on Luna, so you had to use 605 Covenant Bookmarks. That's definitely unfortunate. But don't fret, like, she's going to be part of the game. You'll be able to like pull her from Covenant summons later on potentially, or maybe, you know, if you because we have every month a ticket, a 4 to 5 star, you know, RGB hero, and you could get her this way. Or sometimes we receive some gifts, you know, so like a guarantee 5-star hero, stuff like that. So Hatred Blooms Red, this side story event will be running with the Halloween event. That's gonna be quite a grind though. That's a lot of grind, but actually, like most side stories that last 2 weeks, they're not so grind intensive. But if you do get her, you might want to like grab all the catalyst part of the, you know, the shop. So yeah, you will have to grind quite a bit if you didn't grind much in the current Halloween side story. So she's gonna get a buff during the, you know, in the side story. And that's all kind of like usual stuff there. Now let's look at what other stuff they have for us in these patch notes. I mean, we didn't wait 3 hours for nothing. Melissa's here with her artifacts, so it's all good. Quest rewards. Yeah, I will pull for her. I will pull for her because I'm not going for Luna on my Europe account. I have MLCan. Now, if I don't pull for her on my third account on Europe, I will pull for her on account 1 or 2. I'll have to decide who it's going to be. So these are the catalyst part of the side story shop. You know, that's what you're going to need for her. She is, her zodiac is Leo. So, of course, Blazing Souls and Ultra Fangs. And yeah, Twisted Fang is like for awakening and for skill enhancement. Okay, pet system improvements and bug fixes. Definitely need some tweaking in that pet system, that's for sure. Synthesize pet system improvements. In order to minimize the burden of raising pets, the number of skills that can be inherited during pet synthesis will be changed as follows. Skill added. Okay, generation 2. Skill added 0. Max number of skills 2. Number of inherited skills before is 1. Wait, what? What's going on here? Max number of skill. Oh, you... I'm confused here. Give me a second. Okay, so we can now inherit 2 skills when you bring a pet from generation 2 to generation 3. That's what I'm getting out of this, because you could only carry over 2 skills when you brought your pet to generation 4, I believe. So now, like, if you have like 2 skills that match, right? You're like, for hunts, you want that additional drop. You let's say you have an S rank, like 1 pet with that, and you have another pet that have S rank to get like drop the lesser charm in the hunts. Then like you can get your you bring them up, right, to generation 2, one max level, one you keep it at the lower level, and you make your generation 3, and you could have both of these S rank skills on that pet with the appearance that you want. And I believe you couldn't do that up until generation 4. You couldn't like select 2 skills. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I'm getting out of this thing. So for people that rushed it, that's definitely unfortunate, because this change is definitely huge. Compensation and formation. Okay, due to improvements to pet synthesis, players will be compensated. Okay, wait. So maybe you will get your stuff back? Everyone's getting pet adoption tickets, 5 toys, 1 handmade snacks, 10. Yeah, that's kind of laughable. That's nothing, really. Yeah, that's not much. Okay, here's who have used 2 4th generation pet as synthesis material. 4th generation pet plus 4th generation pet. Okay, prior to the update on 7th of November. Compensation will be sent for each synthesis stamps. Adoption tickets 10 and quality food times 5. Yeah, I feel like that really doesn't cover much. Better than nothing, I guess, but yo, the gold sync plus all the Skystone they've used, that's not coming back. And if they kind of like build the pet that they wanted, for the top priority would be like hunts for them, because they're like buying leaf packs. Like these are like players that spend money in the game. So I think that's not much. Yeah, definitely not much. That's my opinion, of course. Maybe I'm misreading stuff, but it just feels quite low compared to what they must have spent. Small changes here and there. I'm not gonna go over all this. Okay, handmade snack acquisition change. That's what we want to hear. Cause man, when they added this handmade snack currency for us to auto repeat stages, yo, I have 3 accounts. I was hoping for something more of the like turn it on and it just works, right? And a lot of players were expecting that, and I was hyped for the pet system because I was expecting something very simple, not like give us a new currency that like builds up so slow that it's almost pointless. But like the way it was being built, anyways, let's just read this thing. Players will no longer receive handmade snack and hunt. Okay, let me read this and get back to you guys. Okay, so I read this thing, and it looks like it's not gonna drop from the hunts anymore, and we're gonna be able to buy 1 handmade snack for 100 friendship points, and the limit is 10 per week. What a joke. Okay, but it still drops from the adventures and side stories and in treasure chests, but it won't drop unless you've unlocked the pets. So it like, I don't know, I haven't grinded the adventure that much. I was grinding the side stories. You know, to be honest, I'm at like around 60 snacks like on average between my accounts, on each of my accounts, right? And I've been doing like hunts and side stories and using my free energy. I even like used all my energy in my inbox, and the drops were kind of crap. But you know, they replaced half of the energy drop in hunts for the snacks before. So like, that's why there was a loss. We were not getting like what we were supposed to get, because it's definitely replacing something. And so it was the energy, like half of the energy drop was replaced by the snack. So we were getting less energy, because I didn't notice that we were getting more energy whenever it decided to drop. So definitely unfortunate, but it's not gonna drop from the hunts anymore. 10, I mean, buying 10 of those per week for 1,000 friendship points total is a joke. Like 10 is nothing. It's definitely nothing. So we're gonna have to grind adventures and side stories on recorded history and all that to get those. But like, will they increase the drop rates there, or is it good enough? Because I don't feel it's that high, and I feel like we kind of need it to be higher. So if they're not increasing it now, they will most definitely increase it in the future, because yeah, it's definitely not enough. It's definitely not enough. even for free-to-play players. But what you can do is just save them up, play as like before normally, you know, and just save them for when there's a gold boost and XP event, right? Or if you want to farm double drop rate in the for runes. So that's definitely the best way to save them. You save them for that moment, and if you you don't have much time to play when there's an event that has a higher drop rate of craft materials in the hunts, and you get like 40% more gold and experience, that's when you use them. You know, you just let it play, whatever you're studying, you're working, whatever you're doing. You know, at least you have that. So it's good for that moment, but I feel like we should have more opportunities to just auto run your stages and not like have to save for like a week or a few weeks for like that moment when we get the boost, right? Rune item recollection. An issue that causes players to obtain runes when they clear a battle using a pet that has a catalyst drop buff effect was fixed. What? The rune obtained cannot be used and will be recollected. Rare catalyst chests equal to the number of runes recollected will be distributed to your inbox store. Okay, so there was a bug there, and wow. So you were getting like some extra runes when you were using the pet that boosts the drop rate for like rare catalysts? Something like, what? Okay. Camping voices and other fixes. So the camping voices, they are happening here. Camping voices lines have been added for all heroes. Now players will be able to hear the voice lines when they select a topic. Additionally, if you have the highest level of friendship with a hero, players can hear the campaign lines using the intimacy add-on. Camping voice lines have not been added for collaboration heroes. Some camping lines for Leo, Nemunas, and Luluca will be adjusted. Guardians. Players will be able to hear Guardian voices when they first receive them. Okay. Players will be able to hear Guardian voices when they use them. What else do we have? Korean voices, an issue where martial artist Ken and Xeno voice lines were not working as intended, will be fixed. They will record the ML Ken voice. An issue that caused Yuffie's skill voice to not work as intended will be fixed. Additional improvements. An issue that caused players to be redirected to the title screen when they select the ranking window in the automated tower will be fixed. Korea server only. An issue that caused champion Zerado's skill Earth and Rage to not transfer debuff upon a counterattack will be fixed. Okay, thank you. Thank you. That's a pretty good patch. You know, we getting some improvements for the pet system. I feel like the candy drop needs to be improved, or maybe it will be improved, the drop, but they didn't say. If that's what's gonna happen, I mean, they usually write it. I mean, that's it. So the 10 candies per week, to me, that's a joke. I mean, that's nothing. But we're getting Melissa. So good luck with the summoning, guys. She's definitely a strong hero, but I feel like she's kind of niche. And I feel like she's going to shine more, of course, in PvP. And like mostly, yeah, arena offense, guild war offense. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to work out on defense. Unless maybe in a Guild War setup, you make sure that, yeah, I guess if you have her as fire and then you have another single target damage dealer that will target a different element, that can work if like whoever she's gonna curse is a squishy. Mostly for offense, definitely. If you wanna, yeah, for offense, and yeah, you can use her with Tamarine and Isaria for sure. Some cool things to try for sure. And also, yeah, real-time arena, she could definitely be a threat. I feel like using her with ML Ken, that could be dangerous. You know, the constant counterattacks and that cursed target, man, it's gonna drop. It's gonna drop. So let me just check here. Do we have anything else that was added? What about the 1 year anniversary? I guess there's that 1,000 Skystones we're getting. Everyone's getting that. Okay, well, no, that's it. That was the patch notes. But the thing about the 1,000 Skystones, that's for the Japan server launch. Yeah, I mean, players on the Japan server will not receive this gift, but will only receive the pre-registration rewards. That'd be kind of too good for re-rolling. Start with, you know, a few ML Nat 5 heroes. Yeah, not gonna happen. So you have 7 days to pick it up. Like I said, good luck with summoning for Melissa. And I will summon for her on one of my accounts. I have to decide, and I believe I will have the fodders to 6-star her. The Molagora, on the other hand, that's gonna be a different story. But, you know, actually, I have the account here. Let me open it up, because I've been quite busy with making this video for the patch notes. Okay, I have the bookmarks. I have 647 Covenant bookmarks on my third account. Not gonna pull for Luna. So, yeah, I don't really want to pull for heroes that are RGB and that are not limited. You know, because Covenant summons ML Nat 5s. Yeah. But, yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Press the bell icon for to be notified whenever I release a new video. And check out my other videos. They should be showing up on the screen now. Playlists of all sorts. Arena, Guild Wars, guides, tips, and how-tos, and a bit for 62+. So check those out if you haven't. And also join my Discord server. We have over 700 members now. And good luck with all you do. Peace out for now.